How do you do this? Do. I don't know how to do this. How do you do the effects? Hi, everybody. We'll get started here in just a second. I don't know what to do. I wish I knew how to do this. How do you enhance? No, I don't want to do that. I want to do settings. No, I don't know how to do the effects on here where you do like the green screen or whatever. Hi, everybody. How we doing tonight? Yeah, we're going to talk about that. I don't know how to do it. It says business. No, I don't want to do that. Hi, everybody. Hold on. I'm trying to figure something out here, but I don't know how to do it. Sticker? No, I don't want to do a sticker. Settings? I don't know how to do it. I have no clue. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. I said last night that I wasn't going to go live, but I wanted to jump on. This isn't like a typical one. This one isn't like what we do every night and talk about, hey, Wasp, talk about the messages that we want to get out there and stuff, but I just wanted to jump on quick and address a couple of things because I think it's important. So it's been, I don't know, a lot of people have reached out and they said, how are you doing? And I said, past like day or two, they've been really heavy. And, you know, the whole day today was like super heavy and wanted to be like honest and raw and let people know, you know, how I feel doing this. And I've said it before, this is not how I wanted to use the app at all. I just wanted pictures of my dogs and that was it. But I felt really heavy the past couple of days and I wanted to talk about it because I think it's important and it's good for me to be able to get it out there. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming in. So why do I feel so heavy? You know, and I was torn because there's just so much bullshit that's going on this app. And the whole intent was to talk about my experience. And that experience has been made public. And it was made public from the very start. And by sharing my experience and having a voice and telling my story, it comes with being in a relationship with somebody that is on this app, that is a, I don't know what the right word is, but a public figure, entertainer, some might describe it as, and it comes with it. And so sharing my experience and playing audios and stuff like that, it's again, to talk about the stuff that I've been through, that you guys have watched happening, and being able to say it out loud and talk about it. And again, provide the receipts for all the stuff that has been said for, I did the calculator, 142 days now. 142 days. And I have to tell you guys, for 116 of those days, I was silent. Absolutely silent. And then it was like, I need to talk. I need to be able to have a voice and say something. And it happens on this app because my entire relationship and my journey right now has been played on this app. And so that's why I come on here, because that I think is important. And there's so much hate. There's so much support too. And the support completely outweighs the hate. But what I don't condone is people going after, because I have been on the receiving end for 142 days. 142 days I've been on the receiving end. Now, by me telling my story and providing examples, that is my story. And as somebody that is public on here that has brought it to this app for 142 days, long before that, actually, from the first time we met. So a couple of things that I want to address that are out there, that have been out there for a long time. You know, he's falling on this, well, she cheated on her husband and I moved in. You guys have heard the entire story. And a lot of people figured it out or knew it right from the get-go because every part of this relationship was put out to the world. And I've told you guys what's the truth and what's not the truth and provided receipts for that. But to keep going to the beginning of the relationship and talking about it like that was the trauma that led up to the reaction of me not being in the relationship anymore, I gave every chance for him to walk away from me. Every chance to walk away from the get-go. But he came here. He chose to come here. He chose to live a life with me. He chose to start his life with me. He had every opportunity to walk away. Every opportunity. We've talked about all the different traits of a narcissist. Every experience that I've had. I've shared experiences with a lot of you and you've shared yours. But he had choices. And I had a choice on July 12th to walk away from it. And that's the choice that I made. And what has come since then, 142 days ago, it's been 142 days, is the persistent and constant talking about it and me and telling all these lies. All these lies. He's told some truths. Did he know about this before moving to Colorado? He actually did. He did. He had a choice. He could have stayed where he was at. He could have gone with somebody else. He had a choice. And technically, I was still legally married up until May. Dan had been living with me for 3 or 4 months. So he had a choice. If this was too much for him, he could have said no and stayed. He could have gone anywhere. He was not tied down to anything, and he had every intent of leaving Minnesota. Every intent, whether it was with me or somebody else. He had somebody before me. He had every intent. Okay? So he had the out. He completely had the out to be able to do that. But he stayed. He came here. He stayed. And he stayed. And he proposed. Get it. Get over it. 142 days of him talking about it. So now I'm telling my story and using my voice. The other things are addressing, this isn't considered domestic abuse. It actually is. And it's right here. It is right here. It is the protection order because we were living together and in a relationship. And the judge issued it based on the evidence that I provided. It was when I left. It was the 498 messages, phone calls, text messages. It was the stalking, the doxing, the revealing my location, the calling my work, and threatening to kill himself if he could not talk to me. It was the going after my sister and her job and calling her job. And that's what it was. So I want to make sure that that's very, very clear. And I also want to talk about, there are 3 active warrants because he violated the protection order. Doesn't matter if it was a call, a text message, it was a no contact, do not contact me. That's all I asked for. Don't talk to me. Go away. This is the end of the relationship. Move on. He could not do that. 116 days, I was quiet. I deserve to be able to tell my story, and I deserve the opportunity to do it on a platform where my name, my family, my employer, everybody has been dragged through this for this long. So I'm not going to stop. We're going to continue because talking about these things is important. And the more complacent people are with situations like this, because again, mine is minor compared to what a lot of people and a lot of people in this room have gone through. But it's important to me. It's important to my family. It's important to anybody that's a part of my life. And he has involved every single one of them. Anything that was important and special to me, he has tried to pull in, including my ex-husband, who is now deceased. Okay? We're going to share stories. We're going to continue to do it. We are going to learn from each other, and we are going to educate people. That's what this platform is for. So that's my quick message for tonight. But I also want people to understand that when people violate protection orders, they just don't put them in place because it's bullshit. They do it for a reason. Because the person on the other end does not feel safe. And violating those is serious. And it comes with warrants for misdemeanors. Okay? Now, when you violate the first time, and then the second time, and then the third time, it becomes a more serious misdemeanor. Okay? It's not something to joke around with. There are people that are scared. And that's all I'm going to say. So, I wasn't planning on coming on tonight, but I felt like I needed to because I want to make sure the message is loud and clear. We will continue to talk. I will use my example. And because the person has chosen to make it public, that's what comes with it. Okay? And people are going to learn. We are going to educate and spread awareness, not just from my situation, but from everybody else that has gone through this. So we're going to keep doing this. We'll be back tomorrow night. We're going to hear from some other people. And then we've got other people lined up that are going to share their perspective from the other side. So that's my message for tonight. Everybody go enjoy Thursday. Go watch some football. Go do whatever you got to do. And we will see you guys all tomorrow. Take care.